Well, hello and welcome to the Healing Waters broadcast. We are so glad that you have joined us on today. I am your host, Marie Kennedy Groves, and over here at the Healing Waters broadcast, we are raw, real, and relevant. We like to keep it on 100. I talk a lot about the things that people don't share on social media, and how everybody's trying to run their best reel in life, and how disillusioned you can get by watching that on a day-to-day basis. We're going to talk a little bit more about that today on a very personal level. And I hope that this helps some people out there that it's running, trying to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak, or the people that what they call influencers on social media. I just hope that today I am able to give some perspective on life by keeping it raw, real, and relevant. So, if you have not caught a prior episode of the Healing Waters broadcast, let me introduce myself, and let me reintroduce myself to some of you that have maybe been following for a while. I am a mom of two amazing kids. I'm a glam mom to now a very powerful 6-year-old. I am a life coach. I'm an entrepreneurial spirit. I have multiple businesses that I am growing. I'm purpose driven. I have purpose on my back. I wake up every single day knowing that I know that I know that I know that I have been placed right here, right now, for such a time as this. I am an intention setter. I believe wholeheartedly that intentions are powerful. So I make it my mantra to set my intentions every single day as to what I want my life to look like. Oh, I'm a creator of amazing life experiences. So I co-create this amazing life that I choose to live, all powered by God. So that is a little bit about me. On today, I just wanted to have this conversation with you. So if you've ever caught a previous episode of the Healing Waters broadcast, we are very unscripted. We have conversations. I don't like scripted. I like to just kind of flow in what is downloaded to me at that moment to say to you, to talk about, because I feel like that's where the power comes from, is being in the moment. So as we talk for a minute about being in the moment, I've been having a lot of conversations lately about social media, and so many of my girlfriends are talking about, oh, I follow this influencer on social media, and this influencer is saying this, and this influencer is saying that. And but then the conversation came up last weekend that, you know, all of these influencers, when you kind of take them and put them all together, they're all copying each other. Like if one does something, then the other one is running out there to copy. And if one is promoting something, then these others are going to start promoting something similar. And I was just like, wow, we live in a world that we cannot just be our own person. We have to constantly try to be like everybody else. We have to try to fit in. We don't want to stand out and be different, but we want to fit in. And I really don't get on social media very often anymore, for those reasons. I just am like, this is crazy. But the few times that I will hop on social media and maybe scroll for 5 minutes, I see these people, whether they're have a million followers, or maybe they're just trying to get a following, and they're trying to become an influencer. That seems to be like the big buzzword right now. And I am just like, I'm watching, they're literally posting their every move. I mean, like they're literally posting their whole day. And I'm just like, you would literally have to have a camera set up constantly. Like everything you do, you would have to be videoing. And I just was like, oh my gosh, like at some point, turn off the camera and live in the moment and enjoy your life. You don't have to post every single move you make. And I understand, I get it, guys. I get it. That, you know, if you get so many followers, and you can attract brands, and that will pay you to mention their product. um I I get that, and people are literally doing this, trying to become influencers as a job. Okay, I get that, but I just, where my concern comes in is that there is no living in the moment. It's living for the camera. And I see so many moms trying to be relevant and build this following. And they have their kids constantly in the camera, constantly, you know, I mean, it's constant. And I just wonder what kind of a generation are we raising, that they're going to be raised in front of the camera, where everything has to be videoed. Everything has to have a picture. I went to the beach this weekend with my family this past weekend to celebrate my grandson's 6th birthday. Yes, I definitely took some pictures. But you know what? there were several times that I was like, oh, you know what? I should take a picture. And then I just said, Marie, stop it. Just stop it. Live in the moment. My kids hate it when I constantly have my camera out and I'm constantly snapping pictures. They're like, Mom, just stop and enjoy this moment. And I think they have a lot of truth there, that we have forgotten as a society how to live in the moment without always having a camera out, always having a video going. I know it's so easy now that we have smartphones and it's literally in our hands at all times. Get that. But we have forgotten as a people to soak up the moment without trying to be relevant to anyone on social media, but just living in the moment. I understand that we want to show people, oh, you know, we're doing this and we're going there and we're da 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 da. It's this big competition of who can live the best life. Guys, at some point, you've got to turn off social media. You've got to turn off your camera. You've got to turn off your video and truly go out and live your best life without it being videoed. We are going to take a short commercial break, and then we are going to come back and finish out this subject because I want to share just a couple of personal things with you, because I want to lead by example in this area. I want to lead by example. We can talk about this, we can talk about it, but can we lead by example and do it? This is an addiction. We are living in a world right now where social media is an addiction. Okay, stay tuned and we will be right back. And we are back. Okay, so we're talking about being present, living in the moment, turning off the video camera. You know, I'm not saying that you can never take a picture. I'm certainly not saying that. But we are living in this addiction of the social media era of where you literally are videoing and picturing your entire life. Your entire life. I saw, as I was, like I told you, I don't spend much time on social media anymore at all. But I was on social media for about 5 minutes over the weekend. And I was appalled. I was appalled. I literally watched this mom who had literally videoed her whole day, and then she put it on fast, sped through the video to get it all into a short video. But I was just like, oh my gosh, like she literally had to have the video going off and on throughout the entire day. And I was just like, wow, wow. Like that's commitment. But let me tell you something. I mean, I just would rather I would, instead of watching that mom on social media, I would rather know that she is absolutely spending time with her kids, that she is enjoying the moment without having to post every single thing they do, every move they make, every dish they wash, every time she goes to the gym. I mean, kudos. I know being a mom is hard, but being a mom and having the video camera on you all the time is even harder. And this is not moms that have a TV show that have a camera, camera people that are following them around taping their life. No, this is them literally, before they do anything, having to set their camera up so they can catch what they're doing on video. So then they can go back and edit it later. And I just wonder how much time people are spending on social media, if the truth be told. I remember researching this a few years ago, and I should have looked at this before I came on this morning. And I know it has to be higher now, but this was probably like 5 years ago. The statistics were that people were spending like something crazy, like 5 hours a day on social media. I would say nowadays, it would not shock me at all. And like I said, I need to do a statistic, run a statistic and see what it is. But I would not be surprised at all if it's even higher than that. It could be 8 hours. Because if you think about it, we are constantly on our phones. When we're waiting in line, we're always, when I'm on an airplane, I'm constantly, whoever I'm sitting beside, if I look over and they're on their phone, they're scrolling social media. I don't care if it's LinkedIn. I don't care if it's Facebook. I don't care if it's Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. I mean, it's, and I haven't even named them all. But they are always on their phones scrolling social media. So it's no wonder that ads and all the things now pop up on social media platforms, because that's, society is constantly on there. So as I am, let me just talk to you a little bit about where I'm at personally in my life. Okay. So I have multiple businesses that I'm building right now. I'm in growth mode. I'm in building mode. There's a lot of things, not bad things at all. They really are not bad things. But I have a lot of things going on in my personal space. Again, not bad at all. My daughter is graduating from college next month. I told you my grandson just turned 6 years old. My son is looking to buy a house. It's just there's just all these things, okay, that are going on in my life. And I was thinking about wanting to be present in the moment, wanting to be, forget relevant. I want to be present for the circle that I have influence in. And you know what the most important circle that I have influence in right now is my businesses and my family and those that I love that are around me. That's who I want to be relevant to. It's not that I don't care about you guys that come on every week and watch me, or that grab an episode here and there. It's not that I don't want to be relevant to you all, but let me tell you something. I need peace in my life right now as I juggle all the things that are going on in my life. I need to focus in and make sure that I am present for all the things that are happening in my world right now. So, remember how I told you that I want to lead by example? If you go back and listen to prior episodes of the Healing Waters broadcast, we talk about giving ourselves permission to take the break, giving ourselves permission to say no, giving ourselves permission to say, I'm taking a sabbatical from social media because I just need a mental clearing of all that junk coming into me. I am giving myself permission that I am going to take a sabbatical from Healing Waters. I'm going to take a sabbatical from social media. I'm going to take whatever I need to do. I'm giving myself permission to say, I don't have to keep up with whoever the Joneses are. You hear that term all the time. And I just want to know who are the Joneses. I don't like the Joneses, okay? Everybody tries to keep up with the Joneses and nobody knows who the Joneses are, okay? So I'm not going to be coming on the Healing Waters broadcast over the next few weeks, months. And you know what? I give myself permission to make the choice of when I come back. And this is where I hope and pray that I am an encouragement to you right now. I don't know where you're at. I don't know what you're struggling with. I don't know where your challenges are at. But I dare you to give yourself permission to just say no to some things for the summer. And just say, you know what? I'm taking a few months. I'm taking a week. I'm taking 30 days. Whatever that number is to you that helps you clear your head and get back on track of where you need to be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever it is, do it. You will never, ever, ever regret doing it for you. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for you. So, as I close this episode of the Healing Waters broadcast, thank you for your support of WYTV7. Thank you for your support of Healing Waters and the Chit Chat series that we have done in the past. I love you guys out there in all the viewers that choose to watch this broadcast. But I want you to understand that as much as I love all of you out there, and I appreciate the views, I appreciate it all, I love myself more. And I sincerely hope and pray that you love yourself enough that you step out of the rat race, that you take inventory of what is no longer serving you. Because I promise you that taking this step back and reevaluating what is no longer serving me, what is still serving me, what is no longer serving me. And when I come back to WYTV7, I'm going to tell you one thing for sure. It's going to be a new level because I have taken this time for myself to reevaluate things in my life and just say, hey, is this serving me? Is this not serving me? And it doesn't mean that the things that are no longer serving us are bad things. They can all be amazing things. But are they serving you for this season? Okay, my friends. I hope I have been an encouragement to you today. You can always go back and revisit episodes that we have broadcasted over the past, 2 or 3 years. You can always go under WYTV7 / Healing Waters, and all of the broadcast videos will pop up on YouTube. And you can go back and listen to as many of them as you would like. We have covered so many topics and talked about so many things. And I have thoroughly enjoyed our time together. So, thank you. Happy summer to you. And wherever you're at, all over the world, make it a phenomenal day. And we will talk soon. Bye.